KTLA's David Lazarus.
Hi, David. Things are starting out pretty nicely this week.
Big question is...
Compared to last week.
Oh, everything's better than last week. Are you kidding me? Here's the question, though. Is the Dow ready to snap an 8-week losing streak? Or is it going to continue? All right, today's returns tell us that the Dow's off to a really good start with, as you just saw, the benchmark index up over 600 points. Now, this is basically a relief rally. Make no mistake. The bargain hunters are out in force after last week the market getting creamed again and again and again. So we saw a lot of buying of things, but have we turned the corner? That's the key question that no one can answer because investors remain just as concerned as they were last week about inflation and the possibility of a recession. And if we do have a recession, is it a mild recession or a nasty recession? None of this we know yet. But here's something to watch for this week. We've got more retailers reporting their earnings this week. Last week, Target and Walmart both reported lower than expected earnings, and both stocks got shellacked, with Target falling 25% in a single day. That was a bumpy flight. This week you got Macy's, Costco, Nordstrom. They're all reporting. Traders will be watching very closely to see how inflation is playing out with them and what their prognosis is for the rest of the year.
All right, and let's talk about currency or cryptocurrency. So the head of the European Central Bank is saying that cryptocurrency is worthless.
Pretty much, there it is. I mean, her word is that it's worth nothing, or bupkis, as I put in Twitter, and basically I think she's right. Now, we're talking about Christine Lagarde, who is well regarded in financial circles, and as we just said, is the head of the European Central Bank, so she's not a neophyte here, but as Lauren pointed out to me during the break, she is also protecting her core business, which is real currencies. So there is that, but in an interview, Lagarde made a real point when she was asked about the value of cryptocurrency to say, no, it's not worth anything at all because it has no underlying assets. Moreover, she's calling on European authorities to have more regulations to protect inexperienced investors from getting fleeced by these products. Look, crypto, as I've been saying for a long time now, is not just, insubstantial. Obviously, there's interest in it, but it's more gambling than investment. And when you go into it, you need to go in with your eyes open. Right now, many investors seem to think that buying into crypto is a ticket to ride, that they're just going to get big returns and all will be well. What Lagarde is trying to convey here is, no, what this is more an example of is the greater fool theory. And that means people buying it and then selling it to others who will pay more. That's the greater fool theory, and that seems to be what crypto's all about. You're giving me a look, but I'm right.
Well, there's blockchain technology underlying it,
I understand that.
Yeah.
Blockchain technology, it's basically a spreadsheet. I mean, it's not what gives that currency its value. What gives it its value is the projection of investors as to what its inherent value should be. It's not backed by anything substantial.
That's what some people like about it, I think.
We're on the same topic, crypto exchange getting into something else.
And this kind of backs up what I'm saying, so you can still give me the look if you want.
I'm not giving you, let's be clear.
Totally,
I'm not giving Laz any look.
Total
when I'm
stink eye.
thinking, I have a look, but it's not a look, it's a thinking look.
Okay, all right. So after that thinking look, let's get back into into this. We're talking about a crypto exchange called FTX. They're based in the Bahamas, and according to CNBC, they're quietly looking around to buy a startup brokerage that would allow them to get into the equities business. CNBC says they've approached at least 3 startups with a potential offer. And okay, let's look at this. At face value, here's FTX looking to expand its market and offer products to its customers that they want. In other words, not just crypto, but also equities. And most investors like to have a full menu of things that they can choose from. That's the face value. When you look at it a little more closely, though, here is a company whose entire reason for being is selling cryptocurrency, and now they want to sell you something else. So think KFC getting into the pizza business. Everybody loves pizza, but what does that say about your fried chicken? That's the point that I'm making here. Guggenheim Investments, meanwhile, says that Bitcoin, which is the strongest of all the cryptocurrencies, is poised to fall perhaps as much as 70%.
But Arby's has hamburgers now, too.
Well, there is that.
I was just thinking, I thought the same thing when you made that announcement. I was like, well, David was just talking about Arby's,
Right,
bringing the Wagyu
Don't mess with
burger.
But I didn't want to circle back to Arby's twice in one day, But indeed.
Okay, we're picking up what you're putting down, David.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Appreciate it.